Hello, welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and if this sign is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And I really want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you. And if this particular reading resonates with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel. All right, Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and talk about what is going on for the 12th through the 18th. I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. I also have a guiding card for you for the month. You have the Queen of Pentacles, so you are paying attention to your finances. You are thinking about ways and means to get good deals, but you're also looking at the pros and the cons of what you're doing and how it's affecting other people as you're doing it. And it's kind of neato. You're just being in a state of total awareness, and it's helping. All right, so awareness is key in this situation. Very nice. All right, so we have those 3 cards, and I have messages for you from my better angels. My better angels have lots to say. They're talking about how we need to be better people with our neighbors and make sure that our individual human beings within our lives, we don't build up resentments. And if we have to go ahead and tell ourselves a few little stories to take the high road and see them with compassion instead of anger, then it's worth it. All right? And these are private stories you will never tell anybody ever. Okay? And it will help you. All right? So sometimes when I'm driving, there's somebody who will drive up behind me super fast and freak me out a little bit. So I'm like, oh God, woo, and I try and get out of the way. Ooh, okay, cool. And then they zoom on by. Like, okay, what was that? Oh my God. And I have come to understand in my heart and in my head, I say, oh, they have to go to the bathroom really, really bad. They're having they're on the verge of an accident, right? They ate something that disagreed with them, and they got to get home to go to the bathroom really bad. So yeah. So you can see that this is a little story that kind of just means I don't need to get upset. I don't need to get angry. I just need to go, get out of the way before they have a blowout. So it doesn't even have to always be like that, but you understand what it means, and you understand the concept is that it takes the sting out of whatever's going on around you. If your boss is super duper angry and cranky and irritable and just hollering at you, chewing on your hindquarters, and you're like, that guy really had, his girlfriend must have left him this morning. Huh. Sucks to be him. No wonder he's so cranky. And she drank the last of the coffee. Oh, rude. So you're like, this is a story I tell myself so that now I have a better understanding why this guy is so irritable. And you're like, okay. He's in a terrible mood. And now I don't have to look at that way. I can look at it with compassion, and that's the way it should be. So, interesting, all right? The other message is talking about how any projects you get into in October, you want to be able to complete them in a short order. So if it's a weekend project, you want to just start it on Saturday and finish it up on Sunday. Put all the tools away. If you have a hole that you need to cover, put a plywood over it, but put those tools away so that there's nothing else to trip on in the yard. And then you'll have a nice week without having all that stuff in the yard. And then you'll come back to it next weekend, right? Break all the tools out and do the thing. This is a way to keep everything clean and organized. Now, whether that's a during the week project or a weekend project, whatever you're doing, you do you. But be aware that when you're done with it for now, you clean up all your tools so that there's nothing to get in the way of your regular life, okay? Cool. All right, now let's look at those cards. We have the 3 cards from the overview video. Very cool. We're going to get you a mystery card right now. This is a good way to go. Let's see what's happening here. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? It's right here. All right. So I'm going to set these cards over here. I'll set this one right here. All right. Now we'll go in deeper with this wonderful set of cards from the Tarot of the Abyss. And see what we have here. All right. So we start this week, or part of where you're at this week is needing feeling like you're defending yourself, standing up for who you are as a person, looking at who you are as a person, seeing where you are, and knowing that you need to. Interesting. It's about how you're actually seeing areas where you might want to grow or change personally. This is not about necessarily anyone confronting you and telling you you need to change. This is about you looking in the mirror and making those decisions. And that's really the only way that change is going to happen for a person, is if they really look at themselves and make that decision. So this isn't about anyone else pushing you. I'm really seeing the sun there as this opportunity of you really seeing yourself in the true light of the day, and recognizing your pros and your cons and going, I think I'd like to work on those a little bit. And that's okay. It's a wonderful opportunity for you to do so, and it doesn't have anyone else's input, right? You do whatever the heck you want to fix, change, or alter yourself as you wish, but nobody else can ever tell you what you got to do. You just got to decide it on yourself, okay? Nice. Now we have the Seven of Wands is here, showing that you're going to want to defend your ideas. When you're sharing your ideas with other people, you want to defend them by talking to each individual person one at a time, and you'll win them over instantly, because they're like, oh, you mean it doesn't mean I lose my parking place? It's like, of course not. That's not about your parking place at all. Oh, okay, I'm on board. Let's do it. So each person, one by one, will be won over for their silly little project concern about what the changes you're looking to make. And once they realize all their silly concerns are safe, they're like, sure, we'll do whatever you want to do. We'll do it. That's cool. All right, nice. And as that happens, big changes start happening. There's a lot of movement. This could be a personal movement. This could also be a movement at work, movement at home. This could also be you planning a trip. So this is very cool. I like it very much for you that you're having this opportunity. Awesome, right? And that's great. I love that. Let's talk now about what's blocking you this week. Choices and options. So many choices and options, not really sure how to proceed. We're definitely going to want to look at those options again and verify which ones are going towards our dreams and goals, which ones aren't, and get rid of anything that's not going toward your dreams and goals. But then, of course, everything else, you figure out which ones are expiring first and work on them. Now, if this is a whole new batch from, I know you had some, like, was it last week or the week before? And you had to sort that through and make it happen. Do it again. Haha. Because they're already blocking you a little bit. They're like, oh man, too many options. Careful. Just figure out which ones have higher priority, okay? And then you'll work through. This card here is talking about a gentleman with money, who likes money and talks about money all the time. King of Pentacles. He's standing in your way. He's like, oh, you can't possibly afford to do blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, brother, I can do whatever I want to. I just need to figure out the money, and everything is fine. So he's going to definitely try and stop you from moving forward, because he's that kind of guy. And there won't be any time for you to do any actual work at this time and make actual money. So this particular week is a little bit rough on the financial side. So just be aware of that and make sure that you understand what that means for you, okay? You may have to schedule work around other projects, or maybe this trip is getting in the way of you actually working. So yeah, maybe you're not working because you're on a trip. Cool. Excellent. This card here is talking about how your solution is to stay in the flow, and it's also about how everything is coming to fruition because you are moving from a place of lack to a place of abundance. You are changing your mind. There will always be enough. There's always enough. If you use that as a mantra for about a month, things will start to show up that way. And I think that's a great time to do it. You can start this anytime you like. But when you do this, it changes your life from a place of lack to a place of abundance. Okay? Very nice. Love that. It's going to help a lot. All right? Now we have the Page of Swords. New information about ways to be more in control of what's going on around you will be coming to you at this time. Be aware of it. Pay attention to it. Write it down. See how it integrates into your world. See if it's something you actually want. If you don't want it, then maybe it's something you would delegate. But at the same time, You're working on something here, and now you're finding out new information about ways to be more in charge. Cool. All right. So the final card of your solution is the Five of Swords. An opportunity for you to take back responsibility for something that you delegated to someone else, but they weren't doing a very good job. So now you're still wanting to take that back, or maybe something else needs to be taken back already. Oh, all this stuff over here you got put in place. You may need to take it back when later in the week, being like, huh, that didn't go according to plan at all. So take good care, pay attention to what's happening around you, and see what you can work out on this, okay? Because this is going to be a good thing. All right, so let's get you a Moon Oracle card. All right, what do we have here for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know? Getting something here. That's the one. He's a hider. Okay, so we're going to set these cards over here. And you got Radiant. Woo-wee! Are you not the Radiant one? Ha! Of course you are. The sun glows upon your skin. You are the sunshine in everyone's eyes. You are the joy in everyone's hearts. It's you spread light everywhere you go. You are radiant. It is beautiful. If you don't see that about yourself, put it on the list. Just put it on the list of things to think about. I'm not saying you got to do a damn thing. I'm just saying, think about it. See how it fits. Work on making it fit so that you have room for you to be as awesome as you truly are. All right? Nothing more, nothing less. All good. Think about it. Okay, what's your guiding, your mystery card? Dun, 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 dun. Ace of Swords. What? Ooh, the gift of power, the gift of control, the gift of responsibility. Fabulous. So, yeah, this could be what ends up getting you here. It's like, here, you're over here taking care of yourself, you're fighting for your ideas, and then presto changeo, you're off and running. It's like, okay, the responsibility factor just showed up to stand up in your way, and you're like, oh my, that's a lot. So yeah, that's a lot. Keep an eye on that. That's a lot. I hope that you'll figure out how that plays in this situation. You had information about power later on as part of your solution. But of course, if the Ace of Swords is here, there's a correlation, I would say, between you and her. These two here having a correlation. You being more in charge of a situation, I think that's true. All right, very nice. I like it. You need a pocket full of rocks. All right, so we're going to get that. All right, we have pyrite, sapphire, and red garnet. All right, cool. So red garnet is a second chakra stone, all right? And this red garnet is all about your physical body and how it's physically feeling. It's really here just to say, hey, check yourself. You know, give yourself a body scan and sort of see what feels good, what feels bad, what needs work, what doesn't need work, da-da-da-da-da. And when you come up with your storyline here, if you feel wonky or uncomfortable or whatever, it's time to make an appointment with a professional. I am not a doctor. I am not a doctor. Let me repeat that one more time. I am not a doctor. So, but if you feel bad, you should go see a doctor. They are. And so you will, there's a chance there's something going on with your blood system. All right. So just letting you know that sometimes the levels in our blood get a little wonky and we start to feel funky. So pay attention to what that means and how that works, okay? Sapphire here is a 6th chakra stone, and it's all about you seeing who you are in the cosmos and how you affect the universe as we know it, all right? I mean all the planets and all the stars and the whole damn galaxy thing, okay? So when you meditate with this sapphire on your third eye, you will find that you can direct your meditation so that you see the space and the planets and then you colorize your personal energy to one certain color, and then you'll see it wisp off the Earth planet and do interesting things and interact with all the planets in different ways as it whistles through all of the planets and stars and all the good things out there. So see how you affect it all, and it will help you see a bigger picture of who you are and what you're doing and how important you are, okay? Because you do matter, all right, Sagittarius? You matter a lot. Now then, pyrite. This is an all chakra stone, so it's kind of an auric field sort of stone. When you carry it, it lives in your auric field, and it won't let anything come past the auric field that has negative vibes or feelings for you, right? So if it has negative intent, it won't be allowed through. It won't come and give you a hug. It won't come touch you. It won't make contact at all, okay? So you have a shield up, basically. When you carry pyrite, you're putting your shield up and saying, nothing bad's coming towards me, and you can't touch me, boy. So it's good. It's nice when you're, for those of you who are feeling less than physically secure in your world and in your life, pyrite is the key, all right? It's a good one. All right, so we're going to set those stones down right there. And Sagittarius, what the heck? What a week, right? Lots of things are happening. I see some personal growth on the way. A lot of opportunities to do some interesting work. It may not be financial work this week, but you know you'll have other things going on that will eventually lead to financial work, which is good. You're doing good things, all right? So these rocks right here, you don't have to carry them if you don't want to, but you can carry anything you like and talk to me about it, and I will be open to the possibility of the conversation. I would love to hear about what you're carrying and how it's working out for you, all right? So by all means, look in the description box below. There's all kinds of good stuff there. You'll find a list of all the fairs that I'm going to, so you can come out and have an in-person reading. You'll also find a link where you can go ahead and book a private reading over the phone if you can't come out to the fair. And I'll talk to you during the week because I'm here for you in as many ways as possible. And of course, the last thing to know is you'll find a list of all the cards that I'm using, so you can go on Etsy or Amazon and get them there and have them in your own little hands, all right? So finally, of course, I want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you for being here, and we will talk next week about the 19th through the 25th. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you then.